Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Commentary Hub's live coverage of this championship game between Cardiff City and Nottingham Forest. My name is Nicholas Jones, and alongside me in the commentary area is Luke Turton. Luke, you've been following Nottingham Forest all throughout this season. What do you make of how they've been doing in the championship? Because they were near the bottom at the start of the season. Now they're close to the playoffs.
Yes, hello Nicholas, and hello everyone. Yeah, Forest started very sluggishly under Chris Hughton, but since we've changed the manager to Steve Cooper, it's just been totally kind of different. We're taking the game to opponents now. We're actually wanting to score goals, and I mean, we've got players in the right positions, so hopefully today's going to be the same as it was in midweek.
Which of the Nottingham Forest players do you think has been the most potent this season?
Well, just got to highlight the right-hand side, Jed Spence and Brendan Johnson. I mean, they were becoming the Cash and Lolly of a few seasons back. I mean, I don't think you'd find a better combination on the right-hand side in the Championship, to be honest.
Yes, sir. A very good combination side of the Championship. On to their hosts, Cardiff City now. Winless in their last 6 matches and no clean sheet in the last 24. Currently 20th, only 3 points clear of the relegation zone. But they have scored in every single match since their win against Luton on November the 27th. But that's of little comfort to the Bluebirds, given where they are in the league. Isn't it, Luke?
Yeah, I think you can score in every game, but if you're then also conceding, it doesn't really kind of make much of a difference. If you've got a leaky defence one end, you've got to have kind of a strong defence, but then also be looking to score. A bit like what Forest do, where we're scoring goals now, but we're also not conceding a lot of goals at the other end.
Just going to go through recent. Just going to go through recent updates of what any player acquisitions and sort of loans and things like that recently. Jordan Hugill on loan from Norwich City was confirmed this morning, and Alfie Doughty recently joined Cardiff on loan from Stoke City. In terms of injuries, Alex Maiton and Joe Lolly do not start due to knee injuries, and Kiefer Moore also does not start due to a continuous ankle injury. And Isaac Vassal will not play. Sean Bowen was considered a doubt, but he too does not start. Now, if Forest win, where will that put them in terms of how close they'll be to the playoffs?
We'll go 5th.
Okay, 5th. So that's 5th. That's definitely 5th. That's definitely in the playoffs. And Forest, do you really think they can? Do you really think they can take it to Cardiff today, given their recent form?
We'll definitely give it a good go. I'm hoping that we don't do what we did in midweek, where we started well, and in the second half we just dropped off. And I think Steve Cooper will definitely be looking for a better performance in both halves, as he always does. He always demands more. And I think, Cardiff, they're going to be a classic kind of Steve Morrison. He's ex-Millwall, so you're just going to get balls into the box. At the same time, Scott McKenna and Steve Cook, they're no mugs. They'll get up and clear balls. But at the same time, it's football, so there's always room for a mistake somewhere.
That's right. In the absence of Kiefer Moore, who do you think we should be looking out for? Who do you think we should be looking out for Cardiff besides Jordan Hugill? Max Waters, he could be one to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, there's Max Waters, there's Ryan Wintle that has gone back to Cardiff now from his loan spell at Blackpool. And I mean, there's something called Doyle. I'm not exactly sure which Doyle that is.
Tommy Doyle.
Is he the one that was at Man City?
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. He was.
So I'm looking
Actually
at
on
him as
loan.
well. Yeah, I'm looking at him as well to probably do something.
Hardly surprising, given he is an England under-21 international.
So Steve Cooper will know him well then.
Yes, perhaps he will. But for Forest, I'm going to have to go with Johnson, Yates, and also Lewis Grabban. You can expect him to be really effective as captain. Sean Morrison really needs to up his game if he's to steer the squad in the right direction. In terms of substitutes, expect the experienced James Collins to appear at some point during the game.
And again, that could be a test for our back line because he's quite tall as well. So I mean, they've got some big players, Cardiff, but at the same time, Forest have been getting taller players in as well with Keenan Davis on the bench. I mean, he's unlucky not to start today. I think he's been feeling unwell this week between the game with Barnsley and today, which is why he's only on the bench. But again, it's a hell of a player to bring on off the bench.
Okay, now we can go through the team lineups and the formation. Starting with Cardiff, their formation is 5-3-2. Alex Smithies starts in goal. The back five are Cody Drama, Mark McGuinness, the captain Sean Morrison, Perry Ing, and Alfie Doughty. Three midfielders, Ryan Wintle, Joe Rawls, and Tommy Doyle. The two forwards, Max Waters and Jordan Hugill. Substitutes, Dylan Phillips, the goalkeeper, Aidan Flint, Joel Bagan, Marlon Pack, Will Vaults, James Collins, and Kieran Davis. For Nottingham Forest, Bryce Samba is the stopper. Then the back four of Jed Spence, Steve Cook, Scott McKenna, and Jack Colback. James Garner and Ryan Yates make up the centre midfield. Further up the line, we have Brennan Johnson, Philip Zinkernagel, and Max Lowe. Lewis Grabban is all on his own as the lone striker. What do you make of the lineups?
I mean, there'll be space in behind Cardiff's back three because I didn't realise they were playing a back three. So we'll probably be able to get more inside with Zinkernagel and Johnson. And then also Max Lowe and Jed Spence like to come forward as well. And then obviously with Jack Colback in midfield alongside Yates and Garner, it'll really be a matching up exercise to see who wins the midfield battle.
Yep, certainly will be. Kickoff is about 7 minutes away now, and the players will be coming out, and the players will surely start to come out soon. We'll let you know when they do. But one thing I've got to ask before we kick off: what philosophy has Steve Cooper used to turn Forest around?
Basically, just to go forward. I mean, not be so focused about being compact and not taking any risks. We are a team that now take the game to the opposition. We like to create chances, and it's just benefiting the whole squad, to be honest, because there's less pressure on the goalkeeper, which means there's less pressure in the defence, and just throughout the team, it's just flowing a lot better than it was at the start of the season when we last faced up against Cardiff.
And also talking of Cardiff, Mick McCarthy was dropped in favour of Steve Morrison. What do you think? What do you think Steve Morrison is lacking, given Cardiff's poor form?
I think, to be honest, it's just they're not been helped at the start of the season, and then it's hard once you get stuck in that kind of way of playing. It's really hard to turn it around unless you do a drastic managerial change and then really back the manager with recruitment. And I just don't see at the minute that happening with Cardiff. I mean, they've brought in Hugo and Doughty, so we'll see how those slot in and see if they improve them any more than kind of they've already been doing. But at the same time, Morrison is his first job in management, so he's going to make mistakes, and that's how you learn as a manager. So Cardiff got to be a little bit patient with him, but at the same time, he's well aware that you can't keep Cardiff around that drop zone for long.
All right, you're listening to the Commentary Hub. We're also live on the Commentary Hub 2, JB Sports, Storm FM, JDAC Football, Twitch, and Twitter at Commentary Live 1, where you can tweet us and message us. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/commentary live. Correct. Any colleagues can correct me on that one. Mike Harneman says, "Afternoon, guys." Good afternoon to you, Mike. Hope you enjoy the game. And we are just about player managers now onto the pitch. Steve Cooper taking a drink of water and looking as composed as ever. Does he usually compose himself before each game?
He's usually out before the players in every game, and I think, to be honest, he just likes to just get in the zone, and then the players come out and the game starts. So, I mean, arguably, yes.
Arguably, yes, indeed, and I think I might have actually just seen some of the players come out onto the field as well. I can see the substitutes. I can see some of the people in the front are out already. So I guess it won't be long until the players emerge from the tunnel. And so now will be a good time to mention the match officials. David Webb is the referee. 19 matches this season. 63 yellow cards, only 2 reds, and his assistants are Darren Kreisel and Robert Hyde. The fourth official, Keith Stroud, usually as a referee, but it's his 10th league game as a fourth official. And speaking of the referee, the players are now speaking of the referee and everybody else. The players are now lining up in the tunnel. They're just about getting ready to go out. Sean Morrison and Lewis Grabban get ready to lead both teams out. The referee having a last-minute discussion with the team just to check to see that they know what they have to do, and that's all will be fair. The assistant referee holding the offside flag. I think that might be Robert Hyde. Correct me if I'm wrong. And both sets of goalkeepers now joining up as forward comes Lewis Grabban. That was Bryce Samba, and the players and match officials are now coming out onto the field here at the Cardiff City Stadium. Mike has given us a bit of further information, as well as being at Millwall. Steve Morrison, ex-Stevenage striker, scored the winner at the first ever FA Trophy final at the new Wembley, and was also appointed manager at Stevenage as well. Very interesting. And it was actually, and I've just been corrected by Russ, no longer live on Twitter, just YouTube and Twitch. So apologies if I get this wrong. So apologies for getting this wrong again. For those that have just joined, we can now go through the teams. Alex Smithies in goal. The back five of Drama, Morrison, McGuinness, and Ing, and the 3 midfielders: Wintle, Rawls, and Doughty, and Doyle surrounding Waters and Hugill. Substitutes are Dylan Phillips, Aidan Flint, Joel Bagan, Pack, Volts, Collins and Davis. For Nottingham Forest in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Bryce Samba is in goal. Back four of Spence, Cook, McKenna and Lowe. Then Johnson, Yates, Garner, Colback and Zinkernagel with Lewis Graben, the lone striker. So very potent. So both lineups looking very potent, but Cardiff City are without Kiefer Moore due to a continuous ankle injury, and also Isaac Vassal is out, and Sean Bowen, who was considered a doubt, does also not start. For Nottingham substitutes, Ethan Horvath, Tobias Figueiredo, Gaten Bong, Carfu, Oliver Hammond, a recent loan signing, Zande Silva, and Keenan Davis.
Just to clarify, Nicholas, Oliver Hammond is from our academy.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise that. So thank you for correcting me on that one. So everyone now are out on the pitch at the Cardiff City Stadium. Kickoff should be any second now. The players will likely be going through last-minute discussions, and they are just about getting ready. And it will be Cardiff City to kick us off. So they will be kicking from right to left and Forest left to right, for Forest the other way. And they take the knee in support for the ongoing fight against racism. Cardiff wearing their customary solid home blue. Forest wearing the lime green with orange. And we are underway at the Cardiff City Stadium. And you're listening to the commentary hub. And it looked like Cardiff have early possession. And it looks, and a foul by Joe Rawls on one of the Forest players. That didn't take very long, did it? Only 15 or so seconds into it. What do you think happened?
Well, I think he just wants to make a mark on James Garner, to be honest. Get it early, get the first tackle in, and show him that he's not going to give him the space.
Well, whatever it was, it didn't work. And Zinkernagel now with the ball for Nottingham Forest, but straight out of play. Zinkernagel, he's been very good in midfield this season, hasn't he?
He has, but that was just a misplaced pass and just not understanding where the players are going to be.
Already barely a minute in, and it's all going on as a drama has thrown the ball back into the game by courtesy of a throw. But an offside flag has been given. I couldn't make out the reason. What do you think that was?
I think just Doyle just managed to get in an offside position as the ball went back over. So good decision from the linesman there. Okay,
it looked as if Forest were quickly on the attack towards goal, but a foul was committed by the captain Sean Morrison. At least that's what I think it was. We will confirm. We will check and confirm momentarily. It looked like it was actually Johnson who was headed towards goal. Throw into Forest, picked up by Johnson. Forest have been intercepted again this time. Forest have been intercepted again by Cardiff, and now it's with Jordan Hugill. Jordan Hugill, the man on loan from Norwich, but he gave it away terribly. Now it's with drama between Wintle and Hugill again, but a foul by one of the Forest defenders. I couldn't make out who it was. It was actually McKenna, but what do you make of that one, Luke?
It was a bit of a soft one, that, to be fair. I mean, just watching the replay, he's already going down.
Free kick to Cardiff, and it's going to be either Yates or Rawls to take. Cardiff have scored 12 set-piece goals this season, only 4 behind Fulham. The referee signals for the free kick to go ahead, but nothing comes of it, however, and Forest quickly do well to intercept. Great bit of footwork there by Steve Cook, ex-AFC Bournemouth man. But were Cardiff just unlucky, or were Forest there at the right time?
I just think it was a poor free kick from Cardiff. It had no real kind of whip or anything on it. It was just poorly put in the box.
Just over 3.5 minutes in, Cardiff 0, Forest 0. Zinkernagel was aiming for Garner, but was quickly intercepted well by Cardiff. This was Max Waters, the man who scored a very persistent score, if I might say so. Parrying, but out for another throw towards Nottingham Forest, I think. Ryan Francis, one of our former colleagues, says Nottingham Forest should win this, really, as Cardiff's win percentage without more is 32%. Given what Cardiff's position is like, I'd have to agree. This is McKenna, the Scotland international. McKenna passes towards Jack Colback, ex-Sunderland. Now it's with I think that might have been Johnson, but Cardiff doing really well to hold off Forest. Not doing too badly for a club just 3 points ahead of relegation. McKenna, but was intercepted by Cardiff City. Now it's with Jordan Hugill. Jordan Hugill pressing towards goal and straight in there. Fantastic score by Cardiff, by Jordan Hugill to put Cardiff City in front.
Oh, Hugill always scores against Forest. I mean, they deserve to be 1-0 up. Forest did not pass the ball and retain the ball very well. I mean, Scott McKenna plays it aimlessly towards Zinkernagel, but it just didn't make it. And then nobody was quick enough to get back, and just poor goalkeeping from Bruce Samba. I mean, you've at least got to put a hand down towards it.
Yes, excellent use of the right foot by Jordan Hugill. I think Parrying assisted him. So great bit. So good teamwork between these two, and and it was on his Cardiff debut as well. So great work from the man on loan from Norwich City. Play now resumes. And it's now Forest with the ball, and it's gone with Scott McKenna. Straight now to Max Lowe. Lowe back towards McKenna. Straight back towards Bryce Samba. Now Jack Colback. Jack Colback, normally used to seeing him further up the field, but he's now dropped back to a more defensive position. Johnson back towards McKenna. McKenna now towards Lowe, but Cody Drama was looking very menacing, trying to get it off him. Goes straight up the field towards Zinkernagel, but deflected well by Joe Rawls. Out of play goes the ball, but Cardiff seem to be getting more of an edge now on Nottingham Forest if they carry on like this. But anyway, Forest back in play once again. This is Spence, Jed Spence. Actually realised who it was, so apologies to any Forest fans if I keep guessing it wrong. No offence. Cook towards Spence again. Back now towards Cook. Colback straight back towards Cook, obviously trying to make sure that Cardiff don't take it off him too quickly. Spence now towards Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates, we'd normally expect him to be having more of an attack up front, but it was almost picked up by Max Waters. But Bryce Samba was quick to save that one and spare any blushes. Sam, do you think Samba was lucky?
I mean, just all round in Forest play, we just need to be a bit better at getting the ball to go forward. I mean, we keep playing these balls backwards, and Cardiff have got 2 down the middle by the looks of it against our 2 centre backs, and really we can't cope with it. Sam needs to get back in his goal here as well, because otherwise, if we lose the ball, it's going to dink it straight over him.
Jed Spence now for Nottingham Forest. 9 minutes in, Cardiff 1, Forest 0. Kept out of goal by Cardiff City. Max Waters looked like he was going to have the ball, but deflected well by Steve Cook. Now it's Spence. Out of play it goes again. So a throw-in will be given to Cardiff City. Spence throws the ball towards Johnson, but gets it back again. Now to Ryan Yates. Yates passes, and McKenna now has the ball. Although Jordan Hugill was advancing towards it. I think he was trying to say, "Hey, I scored 1 goal. I'm after more." But McKenna now has the ball. And it's gone towards Jack Colback. Colback passes back to McKenna. Now Colback again. Forest need to get back into this. That was James Garner who just had the ball. The young man associated with Manchester United as a youngster. Now it's Jed Spence. Spence has the ball, keeping it very controlled. Johnson back towards Spence. And ball has now been picked up by Alex Smithies. Alex Smithies hasn't really had to do much so far in this game. I think this is probably just his first proper save. Now, in more detail, what do you make of Hugill's goal about 4 minutes prior?
Again, it's just the pass was poor, too much space for him to run into, and then just, I don't know, just classic Forest conceded goal, to be honest. We need to do more going forward, though.
Looks like they certainly might need more going forward. Steve Cook, he crosses the ball upfield, has found Lewis Grabban. Lewis Grabban, the man with the long beard. He crosses straight into the goal. Was aiming for Garner. Now it's with Max Lowe, but well defended by Cardiff so far. Now it's Jed Spence. Spence straight into the 18-yard box, but nothing comes of it. Did that look like more of an attack by Forest?
It certainly did. I mean, it's a lot more around their box. We just need to stop overplaying the crosses and get somebody on the end of it. Let's hope we can do something from this corner.
Right, corner given to Forest. As we approach the 12th minute, still Cardiff 1, Forest 0, and the ball was aimed at Brendan Johnson, but picked up by Cardiff very well, and that was one of the defenders passing it back towards Bryce Samba. And just got a comment in from Mike saying, "You want Grabban to be in the box, getting on the end of crosses, not crossing it in himself." That sounds like he was not very happy at Grabban's poor performance so far. But I have to say it was sort of inadequate. Mark McGuinness, the Republic of Ireland international, started the last 18 championship games, so Cardiff have got some consistency with him, at least.
Mike's just done a good point with Graben, to be fair, Nicholas, because that's why we have Keenan Davis in most of the time, because at least then when Graben goes out wider, we've still got something to put it into the box. I think it just doesn't relate to the fact that at some point he's going to have to stick in the middle if he's playing as a striker.
Yeah, that's yeah, that certainly does sound. That certainly does sound like it. Now it's Spence for Forest. Cardiff 1, Forest 0, and you're listening to the Commentary Hub. We're also live on Storm FM, JB Sports, the Commentary Hub 2, JDAC Football, and Twitch. And now it's with Johnson. Johnson passes back towards Spence. Spence now with the ball for Forest, but intercepted very well by Cardiff. And now it was sent in by Ryan Yates, I think it was. Now it's with Max Lowe. Lowe passes back towards Samba, but out it goes for a throw-in, and a Cardiff player looks like he's in a bad way. It's Mark McGuinness. What do you think he might have done to hurt himself?
I'm not too sure, to be honest, with that one. I mean, is there something he took a blow to his face?
It might well have been, because now the physios are coming over to have a look. I think the referee was offering him a bit of support, just trying to calm him down. He might, whatever it was that happened to him, we didn't see. The physios are coming to have a look, and up he goes. At least he's able to stand up, which is a good thing. He may have had a blow to his face. I can't see any blood or cuts as such, no bumps. So he appears to be fine. Steve Morrison is trying to assess the situation as one would if a player has been affected by something in some way. Just taking a look now at one of the Cardiff substitutes, getting ready to warming himself up. He may well come on at some stage and I'm actually taking a look. I think that might be some kind of bump just below his eye or something. But whatever it is,
that's what I thought. And the sub's Aidan Flint.
But whatever it is, he appears to be all right. So Samba kicks the ball out of goal, and it's now back with Cardiff. That looked like Hugo was had the ball, but intercepted well by Forest. Samba passes to I think that was Steve Cook. Now it's with Spence. Spence with the ball for Nottingham Forest. Quick reminder, Cardiff wearing the solid blue, Forest wearing the fluorescent green and orange away kits. Yates now back towards I think that might have been Garner. Now it's back with Yates again. Yates now to Max Lowe. Max Lowe tearing up the field, but passed back towards Colback. So that didn't last very long, did it? Now it's Scott McKenna straight towards Samba. Just what are Forest doing? They're just not being very consistent so far, but that might change with Spence and Colback. Ball went too high in my view for Jack Colback. Appears to be aerated about something, or perhaps he was just annoyed about missing his shot. What do you make of his attempt? Sorry,
he wants a corner and closer look. I can't really tell, to be fair, and I think to not get a corner there, that's probably about right.
Okay, well, no corner as such given for Nottingham Forest, and that's something they'll be annoyed about. Just coming up towards 7.5 minutes, still Cardiff 1, Forest 0. As Smithies picks up the ball for Cardiff, and it's now gone towards. I think that might have been Alfie Doughty. Yes, indeed, it was Alfie Doughty, loaned from Stoke City. Samba has the ball for Forest now, straight towards McKenna, and Garner now low crosses towards Lewis Grabban. Lewis Grabban now with the ball for Forest, but dealt with very quickly by Cardiff. I think he might have actually been offside, but we'll just have to have a look anyway. Or was it a foul by Morrison? I think that might have been something by Morrison, but what do you think happens?
I don't know. It's a free kick to Cardiff, so maybe he thinks that Grabban fouled Morrison. I don't know. I mean, I think the problem that Forest have got is they're playing with a back three, and we've got a back four. It's a bit disjointed.
Okay, well, free kick taken by Cardiff did not go very well. So a throw-in has been awarded, and Cardiff have quickly taken possession up again. That was Rawls briefly. Now it's with Johnson and back towards Morrison. Morrison now clearing it away so that Forest don't get too close to it. Wise move, in my view. But now it's Rawls for Cardiff. Now back to the defender, and now straight back to Smithers. Grabban almost had the opportunity to take the ball off him, but goalkeepers pretty tough to get balls off, and a foul has been committed. But referee says play on. Cody Drama for Cardiff. Now it was straight towards Tommy Doyle, and out it goes. For a moment, I thought Cardiff were going to make it too, but Forest just managed to spare their blushes there.
It's far too easy at the back. They just seem to be getting in all the time. With the wing backs and the two up front, they're just getting in amongst us all the time, and it needs to be better.
Carrying to walk back towards Drama. Now it's with Doyle and Ing again. Straight back towards Drama. Cody Drama almost found an opportunity to cross, but Forest defending really well, and Forest defending quite well so far. Not for long though. Now here's Perrying. Straight towards Drama. I think that might have actually been a replay. But Ing and Drama, good teamwork in the box.
And again, we just look far too nervous around our box. We need to get it up towards Cardiff's box.
Well, your prayers may well have been answered soon, but Morrison did well to hold off Grabban. Now it's with I think that might have been with Steve Cook. Steve Cook was brought down momentarily, but quickly back up. I think he was shouting. I think he was shouting for a foul, but as far as I know, nothing given. But that clearly seemed like a foul to me. What say you, Luke?
I'm not too sure on that, to be honest. I think he won the ball and just ended up his trajectory, took him to the floor.
21.5 minutes in, still Cardiff 1, Forest 0. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub with myself, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. Brennan Johnson now with the ball for Forest, but quickly out for a throw. I think Doughty was hounding him, but Johnson clearly not happy with the way things are going. And a throw-in has been given to Cardiff City. Throw-in taken by the Bluebirds, headed by Jed Spence, and it's now with Jack, and it's now with Colback. Straight down towards Zinkernagel. Zinkernagel, although Drama looked like he wanted a piece of it as well. Now it's with Steve Cook. Cook passes to McKenna. McKenna now towards Lowe, straight towards Lowe, and Lowe sends it out for another throw. Forest have just been conceding throws, and and opportunities. You said we thought Cardiff's defence was very leaky. Turns out it might be the other way round today.
Well, it's kind of marrying up to most away games for Forest that were terrible in the first half and improve in the second half. And again, I mean, what is Graben supposed to do with that ball?
Well, clearly he doesn't appear. Clearly he appears to have missed the memo because he's not sending it straight towards goal as one might think he should do. But at the moment, Cardiff appear to be holding this one very well indeed. Still 1-0 between Cardiff and Forest, and that looked like Alfie Doughty had possession, but his attack was quickly halted by Forest. Now it's with Max Lowe for Forest, and Doyle tried to take it off him, but that only resulted in a foul, a pretty clumsy one in my view. And he's now talking to the referee. I think that was just a verbal talking to, but that wasn't worthy of a card in my view. What do you think?
I want to get clarification for a comment, but I thought he showed him a card there. But I'm not sure. Anyway, I love how the referee tried to play advantage, waited till Lowe was clearly not going to get to the ball, and then give a free kick.
Forest now in play, having played their free kick, but it's come to nothing so far. Jack Colback sends it towards Lowe, and Zinkernagel almost went in, but the offside flag has gone up. If it had gone in, it wouldn't have counted. What do you make of all this?
Well, it's offside against Max Lowe.
Offside against Max Lowe, just over 25 minutes and 20 seconds in. Cardiff still lead Forest by a goal to nil. I personally was not expecting that, but from what you're saying, Forest haven't been that good in away games recently.
In the first half, no. I mean, first half against Swansea on the other side of Wales, we were really lucky in the first half to not concede, and in the second half we put 4 past them. So, I mean, we are usually better away from home in the second half. Johnson.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. And that looked like Forest were about to make something out of that one with Zinkernagel and Johnson, but Cardiff did very well to keep it out, although they're not out of the woods yet, as Johnson appeared to collide with Joe Ross. Talk me through it.
Well, Johnson had it on the right-hand side. He goes into the box. It goes through everybody, and then you don't see much else on the replay. And then Colback needlessly fouls there.
And speaking of Jack Colback, he has been given a yellow card for the foul you picked up. It was, in fact, on Hugel. A very rough and I think deserving. But what about you? That's his fifth. That's Colback's 5th this season. But do you think he deserved that one, Luke?
Yeah, apologies. I just disconnected my mic. Yeah, to be honest, Colback, that was a foul on Hugel. It was just stupid. There was no need to do the tackle in the first place, and deserved a yellow card.
Great bit of deflection by Drama on Johnson's earlier attack, and Drama being a keen player out there for Cardiff. Although, speaking of Cardiff, it looks as if Perry Ing was brought down. Couldn't see you intercepted, but I think who intercepted him, but we'll have to check. But he appears to be all right. I think he was momentarily stunned. Anyway, Forest, they've had 59% in the right, in the top left attacking area, only 17% in the centre, and 24% in the bottom. So it shows that they're not aiming right.
Well, it just shows our strength is down the right-hand side, and the fact is that Cardiff have picked that up more or less, and then anything else is just getting a bit lost. I think, to be honest, second half, Keenan Davis will come on and you'll see a totally different side.
Yes, that might well be the case. Apologies to any fans who might be listening, who are thinking that I may well be who think that I may well be being too harsh on Nottingham Forest. If I am, then it is unintentional. Just coming up to 29 minutes. Still Cardiff 0, Forest 0. Corner to Cardiff, almost picked up by Jordan Hugill, but deflected very well by the Forest defenders, and a foul just outside the box. The referee says play on. It looked like Doughty might have been involved, but we'll just have to see. What do you think happened?
Well, it was well defended by Forest, and then Colback got flung to the floor. I mean, I think we did get a free kick actually, but now Hugo's down, clutching his knee. He'll be all right. He's playing against Forest. He'll want to continue for the whole game.
Probably just a slight strain or something, but it appears to be all right. Anyway, McKenna for Forest, pass towards Cook. Now it's back with Spence. Jed Spence. Just past the 30-minute mark now, and it's McKenna. Now Max Lowe. Max Lowe passes back towards McKenna. McKenna looking to cross, which he does, and was aiming and finds Philip Zinkernagel, although I think he was aiming for James Garner. Zinkernagel now in the 18-yard box. It tackled well by Perrying. Did very well in my view to keep him at bay. But
very well defended by Perry NG there, but I mean, Zinkernagel needs to just try and just jink past a couple of these. I mean, the big lads, you're gonna have to try and play around them, and the minute we're just trying to play through them.
Drama now for Cardiff, and it's now with Hugill. Now back towards Drama. Drama crosses upfield and finds Max Waters. Max Waters, one of the key scorers for Cardiff. Tackled by McKenna, but it's gone straight towards Tommy Doyle. Tommy Doyle, the young man on loan from Manchester City. Doyle trying to get round Jack Colback, just about does it, and crosses into the goal area and finds Max Waters, but it looks like it. It looks like an offside flat. But it looks like offside might have been given. Talk me through what happened.
Yeah, the ball went to the back post, and I think he was just in an offside position. I mean, he just doesn't time his run.
Okay, so poor timing by Cardiff may well have resulted in that offside decision. Pretty unlucky in my view. Now it's Morrison, the Cardiff captain. He crosses, but it's picked up by Forrest and McKenna, and now it's with Zinkernagel. Zinkernagel tries to pass towards Yates, but Cardiff have picked it up, and now it's straight with Rawls, and he skied it over the crossbar, but had he been a few inches lower, that may well have been 2 for the Bluebirds.
Again, we have to do better. And I mean, I don't want to sound too biased, but that's just terrible from Forest. I mean, brilliant from Cardiff again to be alive to the situation, but We need to be more alive and get out of our own half.
Quickly picked up by Smithies. Now it's back with Forest. You're listening to the Commentary Hub, and you can also hear us on JB Sports, the Commentary Hub 2, Storm FM, JDAC Football, and on Twitch with me, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. It looks as though a free kick will be given to Nottingham Forest. Just taking a look at the stats so far. Cardiff, their one target on goal paid off. And Max Lowe now for Forest, now straight towards Steve Cook, now straight to Jed Spence. Jed Spence passes to James Garner. Now it's with Brennan Johnson. Although Doughty is hounding him, and Doughty does well to push to send the ball away from him, resulting in a Forest corner. Great bit of defending by Doughty.
I believe that may have been a goal kick.
Apologies to any fans who are paying very close attention. I just keep making mistakes like that. Now it's Ing, but picked up by Alex Smithies. Alex Smithies does well to pick up the ball. He's now shouting where he wants the players to be, which appears to be good. As Drama has picked up the ball. Now it's with Perry Ing. Ing passes back towards Smithies. I think he was trying to make sure that Graben didn't get too close to it. Cody Drama crosses. I think he was aiming for Max Waters, but it's gone towards Doyle. Doyle crosses towards, I think that might have been Alfie Doughty. Yes, it is Doughty. Doughty crosses I was aiming for Max Waters, but the ball just sailed past him. Now it's with Drama. Drama does a back pass towards, I think that might have Doyle, but an attempt on goal by, I think that might have been Hugo, but saved by Bryce Samba.
I mean, again, Forrest and Messi at the back, comes out to Drama. And then Zinkernagel intercepts it, and it goes to Doyle. Doyle crosses it, and Hugo just first time tries to hit it. Samba's down quickly to his right. Oh, we're on the attack.
Yeah, that's right. And Forest need to make this count. That was Cook. He was aiming for Lewis Graben. Now it's gone back towards Spence. Cardiff doing really well to hold on to their. To defend their goal line, but that might not be for long though, and it wasn't. Strike forward by, I couldn't see who it was. Luke, put me in the picture.
So it was with Yates, and then it goes back to Garner. Garner then hits it, probably trying to get Graben on the end of it. Too much bend, too much pace, and just never going to challenge Alex Smithies in the goal. Need to be a hell of a lot better. Again, I sound like a broken record this half.
Well, it might be a broken record for one side, but for the other, it appears to be very smooth for them as Doughty tries to hold off Jed Spence, but couldn't quite do so in the long run. And Cardiff have managed to keep the ball. This is Rawls towards, I think that was Doyle. But Forest have now picked the ball up again, but this time Cardiff have taken it back. Ing crosses, but that bit of play was very disjointed in my view.
It's been a very disjointed performance for Forest, to be honest. I mean, I'm expecting the second half to be a hell of a lot better. I really am, because it's just not good enough at the minute. We just don't seem to have a grip on the game at all. Cardiff have done a number on us so far. They've looked at our weakness and just penetrated it.
Yes, but even so, they haven't been. They haven't been able to punish Forest even further, despite that opening goal. Throw-in given to I think that might have been Forest, but Rawls with a foul on Yates, which I
Oh,
didn't pick up, just appeared to hack him at the back of his leg there.
that is naughty. I mean, that's a studs into your legs challenge. If the referee had actually seen that, I think he'd have got sent off. He's lucky the referee didn't see that. I mean, wow.
Very lucky indeed, but a free kick has been given to Cardiff.
One strength Cardiff have is balls into the box, so we keep giving them free kicks and throw-ins. This is just terrible game management from Forest. I mean, seriously, we need to get the ball up the other end of the field. Otherwise, we're really going to struggle in this game. But it's decent from Cardiff to play
Joe
into the
Rawls to take
strength.
the free kick for Cardiff. Sorry, Luke, but nothing comes of it. You were saying?
Yeah, they're playing to the strengths. I mean, if the ball's in were better from Cardiff, they could be 3 or 4-0 up this half already. I mean, it's only from their own making that they're not more.
Jack Colback now for Nottingham Forest, straight towards McKenna. McKenna crosses to Jad Spence. But a clumsy challenge by Rawls on Spence, and it only results in a throw-in for Forest. Spence
He's on the edge of this game because he had one right at the start. He's had that one on Yates, that one on Spence.
Low. But picked up by Doyle, and Doyle on the ground. I couldn't see who fouled him. The referee's coming over to have a look. I think he's just stunned for what's happened. But he has his head in his hands. He might have hurt his head or something. But he's straight back up. That was I think that might have been Johnson who did it to him. But what do you think happened?
There's nothing thing from Max Lowe there. Absolutely nothing.
Zinkernagel for Forest.
Gotta do him.
Trying to hold on there, but it's now gone towards Lowe. Now Jack Colback straight back to Lowe. Now towards McKenna. Zinkernagel, sorry. Cook towards Spence. Jed Spence on the edge of the goal area, but pass towards Johnson, who passes it back. Now Cardiff take it off him. Cardiff have taken the ball back. Max Waters now. No, sorry, it's Alfie Doughty. Doughty. He's made quite the impression so far.
Shirt.
What were you saying?
Alfie Doughty at the end of that move had a real grab of Jed Spence's shirt as he was going forward there. Good running by Spence.
Right, apologies for not picking that up earlier, but Forest still trail Cardiff by a goal to nil. We're about less than 4 minutes from half time. It's still Cardiff 1, Forest 0. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with me, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. Catch us also on the Commentary Hub too, JDAC Football, JB Sports, Storm FM, and Twitch. As it's Zinkernagel now with the ball for Forest, and a quick foul on Cody Drama, but Drama did very well to hold on to the ball until the last moments. But Drama now picks it up. It's going to be a throw-in to the Bluebirds. He's looking for where best to aim it. He throws, and I think he was going for Hugill, but that didn't work, and it's now gone straight towards Jed Spence for Forest. Although although picked up by Darcy and Spence actually pushed him down. And that was very rude, in my opinion.
I mean, we've got to get like that because Cardiff are clattering into us. And I mean, it's no more rude than what Joe Rawls did to Ryan Yates, to be fair.
Strong one. Yes, yes. Expertly summed up by our Forest experts. And it's now with Jed Spence. Just about 2 minutes left until half-time. McKenna now for Forest. Now it's with Zinkernagel. As it's now gone towards Steve Cook. Steve Cook now straight towards Jack Colback. Colback passes to Garner. Garner, Spence. Now back towards Garner. Garner, Colback. Now Spence again. And straight back towards Steve Cook and Scott McKenna. Headed by Zinkernagel. I think he was aiming for Lewis Graham, but Cardiff doing really well to defend. Steve Cook once again for Forest. He's running up towards goal now, and cleared out by Doughty. Throw-in taken by Forest, and it's now with Steve Cook and Brennan Johnson. Johnson now with the ball, passes to Garner, Colback, and straight towards McKenna. McKenna passes to Steve Cook. Less than 20 seconds to go until half-time, although I wouldn't be surprised if we get a couple of minutes added on. Here's Jed Spence towards Garner. Now back to Cook. Sorry, that was Garner just now. Now it's Johnson, headed by Perrying. Now back towards McKenna. Low. Colback. Zinkernagel. Zinkernagel, although Drama is hounding him. Max Low. Straight to Colback, and 3 minutes have been added on. And a foul by Hugill on Colback. Lucky the referee didn't see anything. That was a bit rough and ready.
Again, Hugill's just proved why Jed Spence had to do what he did on the player Joe Rawls up there, or whoever it was over there. Might have been Waters, I can't remember.
I think it was Rawls.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hugill, we were just talking about him just now, is a pass to Ryan Winsell. Winsell passes back towards Perrying. Ing holding off the advances of Zinkernagel, straight to Morrison. Now Smithies coming up towards the first minute and a half of added on time. Sent out by Samba. Now it's back with Spence. Straight towards Samba. Samba to McKenna.
Again,
McKenna
clear difference between Cardiff and us is when they have the ball at the back, we aren't close enough. When we've got the ball, they are pushed right up onto us so we can't play out.
Looks very much like Cardiff's match so far, but as Luke has been saying throughout the first half, Forest could turn things around in the second half, but we shall see. As a goal kick was taken by Cardiff. Now it's with Drama. The ball is with Cody Drama. Drama passes to Morrison, the captain. Straight back towards Alex Smithies in goal. Headed away by Tommy Doyle. And Samba picks the ball up again. Forest needs to find a way to at least level before half time, or at least take whatever they've learnt into the take whatever they've learnt from the first half and into the halftime team talk for the second half. What do you think Steve Cooper's going to say to his team during the halftime break?
Well, there's a lot. First off, be calm on the ball. Second, just try and get upfield a bit more. And thirdly, just stop panicking.
Well, there it goes for half time. Nottingham Forest came into this game with the expectation that should they win, they will go into the playoffs. But Cardiff have been a really tough opposition for them, and for them to get that goal in early was just very impressive. Half-time score at the Cardiff City Stadium: Cardiff City 1, Nottingham Forest 0. And we're going to go for a break. But join us in a few minutes. Hello and welcome back to the Commentary Hub's coverage of Cardiff City against Nottingham Forest with me, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. To recap, Cardiff City scored at the first opportunity they can relatively early in this game, and that has put Nottingham Forest on the back foot since. And I just want to quickly ask Luke Turton, what he thinks Forest will have to do in order to move themselves forward throughout the second half, because from what he's been telling me, that Forest have been keener are keener in second half in the second half during away games. I'll just wait for him to come back in. And just checking some of the comments. Ryan Francis saying a poor half from Forest. Another of our colleagues, Mike Harneman, who's also been listening, says Forest need to get Keenan Davis on at half time. And I think that was what Luke was quoting. I think that's what Luke was mentioning to me earlier on in the first half. We'll just wait for him to come back. And
Right, I'm back.
Okay. Right. Luke has just come back, and just been reading some of the comments with Ryan Francis saying that they definitely need to change something going forward. What do you think Forest need to change?
Well, I've just been looking at the comments, and the first thing that I got drawn to was Mike's about Forest needing to get Davis on at half time. I mean, definitely. I mean, I've just been saying that downstairs. We've got, when Davis is on the field, the ball sticks to him, he turns and he runs with it, and it creates chaos. We've missed that in the middle. Graben spends far too much time out wide. I mean, Cardiff have matched it. I mean, they've looked to the right side and thought, we need to get into them too sharpish. Our left side just isn't as good. I think before 11 o'clock tomorrow, we need a left-sided midfielder in. And I think Zinkernagel needs to move into the middle, because then he can float around. He's stuck on that left-hand side and just looks lost, because he's not getting the pockets of space. And that's what he was doing against Barnsley, and when he came on against Derby as well. He wasn't playing as a winger, he was playing more as an inside forward. We're missing Joe Worrell at the back, because I think if you had three at the back, Spence and Lowe would be able to get forward more. At the minute, they're pinned back. And again, it's brilliant management from Steve Morrison, and it's just, I don't know, what we're missing at the minute is 1, Keenan Davis, 2, Joe Worrell, and 3, a bit of spark in midfield.
Yeah, very much. But Cardiff City just took the opportunity when they could, and basically just caught Forest napping. Do you think they might be in with a chance of more goals in the second half, despite Forest's reputation of being more of an attack during this time?
I don't know. I mean, there's always a chance, but when we go back to the goal they scored, again, I've looked at it back about 2 more times at half time, and I don't like what Steve Cook does. He just runs in the middle. He doesn't come across to help out. Brees Samba, I don't know why he doesn't just fling himself as wide as possible in front of the ball. It was lazy. It was total kind of arrogance to think, oh, he'll miss. I mean, it's Jordan Hugo. He's not going to pass up a chance to score on his debut. And to me, we've just got to be better at going forward, retaining the ball, and just making the right decisions, because at the minute, Steve Cooper will not be a happy man. He wasn't happy after a 3-0 win against Barnsley because we did not play the right way. So again, he set high standards, and that is probably the lowest standards I've seen yet. Colback's not been having a great game. Garner's been pretty anonymous, but Cardiff have done their job pretty well. And to be honest, they've looked at us, looked at where our strengths are, and basically just got it bang on.
Yeah, bang on. Yeah, bang on indeed. Second half will be kicking off in a few moments' time. So yes, stay with us as we will bring the second half between Cardiff and Nottingham Forest from the Cardiff City Stadium. The way things stand, Cardiff will extend. Way things stand. If Cardiff win, they will extend their playoff gap from 3 to 6.
Again, I've just seen the goal again. I don't want to cut you off mid-sentence, but again, Steve Cook again. Not only does Samba not throw himself big, Cook doesn't throw himself towards the ball either. They both don't do anything. They both just let it go in. And that's just not acceptable in any shape or form. The more I watch it, the more angry I get with the goal.
Spoken like a true fan. Anyway, the second half will be with you momentarily. I apologise to Luke straight away because I felt I might have said something out of line momentarily. But Cardiff still. Second half, Forest may well have been attacking, but they appear to be just wasting it at the last moment. What can they do? What can they do to improve apart from putting forward Keenan Davis? What do you think? What do you think the likes of Johnson, Yates, and Colback, and also Graben need to do?
Well, if we put Davis on, then Graben can probably spend more time out wide. Zinchenko needs to get more into the middle. I don't see Johnson and Spence needing to do much more because, to be honest, I think we'll get chances in the second half. We just need to be awake.
And while talking of which, the second half is getting ready to kick off. Forest will be going from left to right. Cardiff right to left, and it will be. And it looks like it will be Lewis Graben who will kick the ball off as we prepare for the second half. As we get ready to resume, and once again we are underway at the Cardiff City Stadium, and it's Jed Spence for Nottingham Forest straight towards Steve Cook, and it looks like Smith is now straight towards Spence, back towards Spence, sorry, and it's now with Steve Cook. Cook passes upfield. Cook passes to McKenna. Now back towards Samba. Cook again. Now back to McKenna. McKenna. Although Max Waters is hounding him. Now towards Tommy Doyle. Perrying crosses, but couldn't quite find the man he was looking for. Now it's back with Cook and McKenna. McKenna now with the ball for Forest, although quickly taken away by Cardiff. Now it's with McKenna towards Hugh, but Hugill just sort of elbowing him out of the way. Less than an inauspicious start there for Forest, and I couldn't help but notice that Samba's got a patch on his head. Any idea what that might have been for?
Yeah, 2 games ago against Derby, Tom Lawrence clattered into his head and he had that massive lump on the side of his head. It's just a thing after that. He's had it in the past 2 games. But again, we've not started any different to how we did the first half. It's totally lackadaisical. And
Oh, sorry to cut you off. Corner given to Cardiff City, but it comes to nothing. They're not out of it though, as Cardiff once again try at the corner, but nothing comes of it. So anyway, you were saying?
again, wide. That's a poor ball. Again, we're just being poor in our decision making. Oh, and again, that's a poor ball.
Very poor ball indeed by Nottingham Forest. Doyle tried to cross it in, but he couldn't. Doyle tried to cross it in, but he couldn't find his man. But James Garner just deflecting it at the last moment. Now gone straight towards. I think that might have been Cook, but picked up by Jed Spence. Jed Spence now for Forest. What can he do? He passes down the wing to Colback. Now it was with Lowe momentarily. Now back with Colback. Colback once more. Straight now towards Spence. Now it's with Ryan Yates, and very close to the goal there, but Cardiff did very well to block this one. Although they're not out of the woods. Yes, it's Yates to try again, but quickly cut out by Ryan Wintle, and straight away it goes. In straight now with straight. But what do you make of these opportunities by Yates?
Yeah, decent chance for Yates. I mean, if there's somebody else in the middle of the box, I mean, Graham was trying to get there, but I think that just explains his lack of pace. But yeah, I mean, I generally just don't think that was. It was a chance, but it's not really that great. We just need to create more. Come on.
Throwing given to Cardiff City in the 49th minute. The Bluebirds still lead West Ham by 1-0. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub. You can also hear us on the Commentary Hub too. JDAC Football, JB Sports, and Twitch. And comments coming in from Derek Jones, my father. It's as it stands. It's Forest who are 2 points outside the playoffs, but it sounds like you wouldn't know the form the way they are playing so far. Do you agree with Derek?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
Yes, now 50 minutes. Yes, now 50 minutes in. Just 50 minutes in. Just a quick glance just a quick replay of the deflection by James Garner. Right place, right time.
Well, it's decent clearance, really. Get out. Oh, showing that again.
All right. Well, next week it's FA Cup weekend on the Commentary Hub, starting with Manchester United against Middlesbrough on Friday with Mike Harneman. Saturday we'll have myself and Mike with doing Kidderminster Harriers against West Ham United. Tottenham Hotspur host Brighton and Hove Albion with JB Sports and Luke Turton. And on Sunday, it's Liverpool against Cardiff with Russ, and Nottingham Forest against Leicester with Trevor Sports and Chris Whiteman. So do please join us for that, as Cardiff still lead Forest by 1-0 in the 51st minute in the here and now, as Johnson will take the throw in, as No, sorry, it was Spence. Now it's with Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates for Forest, who crosses towards McKenna. McKenna passes to Max Lowe and quickly taken by Cody Drama, although he briefly missed it. And the referee going straight into his book, and he's put Cody Drama. It's a yellow card. Yellow card for Cody Drama. Was that the right decision?
Oh yeah, that's a flying challenge, and definitely a yellow card. You can't fly into tackles like that in this day and age.
Third of the season for the number 17 player. But play has quickly been resumed. That foul was quickly dealt with very well, in my opinion. So no debates, just a straight booking. Very well coordinated by David Webb. As play has now been resumed, as it looked like Ing deflected the ball from Ryan Yates, although it might have actually been Doughty, as Smithies rolls the ball out towards the captain, Sean Morrison. Morrison now with the ball for Cardiff, headed by McKenna, and Cardiff have taken the ball back, but Forest still keen to intercept. So it's now out for another throw. I think it will be going to. So Forest. Indeed, it has been, as Steve Cook now has the ball for the Tricky Trees. Passes back towards McKenna. Now low. McKenna again. Crossed by McKenna. Has found James Garner. Morrison tried to get it off, but Garner did well to hold him off, and almost towards Johnson, and Johnson almost sent it in.
Oh.
How close was Brennan Johnson to levelling it for Nottingham Forest? Very unlucky. Talk me through it, Luke.
Garner manages to get the ball and manhandle off Morrison, puts the ball on looked like it's on a plate for Johnson, but it looks as if I watched the ball go across again, that there was far too much pace on that ball. That needs to be a hell of a lot slower from Garner. It really did.
Throw into Cardiff, straight away by Mark McGuinness, as it's now gone to Max Waters, although Cook quick to take it off. Now it's with Jack Colback. Straight towards Max Lowe. Max Lowe now with the ball for Forest. Lowe passes to McKenna. Now back to Cook. Garner straight now to Steve Cook. I think that might have actually been Ryan Yates earlier. Now it's back to Jed Spence. Jed Spence now with the ball for Forest. Spence passes to Cook. Steve Cook now towards Scott McKenna. McKenna now passes to, I think that might have been Zinkernagel. Now it's back to Cook. Cook sends the ball upfield, was aiming for Lewis Grabban, but headed very well by Sean Morrison. Now it's gone straight to Bryce Samba. Now it's with Steve Cook. Cook tried to find Johnson, but the ball missed him, and it's now gone straight into the arms of Alex Smithies. Looks like a Cardiff substitute getting ready to come on. I think it's Kieran Davis. I think it's Kieran Davis. I'm not too sure, but we'll let you know as and when he comes. As Johnson was aiming to cross it to somebody in goal, but dealt with very well by Cardiff, and the ball has gone out for a throw, and I think that could well be the best time to bring the Cardiff City substitutes on. Max Waters is going to make way for Isaac Davis. It's going to be Isaac Davis who will be coming on for Cardiff. It's Isaac Davis who will be coming on for Cardiff City. Isaac Davis has been with the Bluebirds since childhood, featured very strongly in the under-18 and under-23 sides, has only been with the first team since October. Jordan Hugill now for Cardiff, straight into the arms of Samba. From what I've been reading, Isaac Davis is a young man with a lot of potential. Davis now with the ball for Cardiff, straight towards Hugill, and Hugill does very well to hold on to the ball, but just dispossessed at the last minute by Yates and cleared away by Forrest. It didn't take long for Isaac Davis to make an impression, and I think he might well have done.
Certainly did. I mean, again, causing problems from the bench. I mean, Steve Cooper needs to make a sub ASAP, because we've had what now, 17 minutes, and it's nothing really changed.
Coming up to 57.5 minutes, still Cardiff 1, Forest 0. And you're listening to the Commentary Hub with myself, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. Jed Spence now with the ball for Nottingham Forest. So it's gone straight now to Jack Colback. Jack Colback crosses, has found Brennan Johnson, who was about to pass to Graben, but quickly picked up by Alex Smithers. It looks like Keenan Davis will be coming on for Nottingham Forest. You said you wanted him on. It looks like your wish will be granted, Luke, as Smithies clears the ball out of the goal area, and it was aiming for Tommy Doyle, now headed by Rawls, picked up by Ing. Ing now crosses towards Isaac Davis. Isaac Davis picks up the ball, holds off the advances of McKenna, pulling on his shirt, but the ball goes out of play. Isaac Davis not phased at all. Just got to catch my breath for a minute as Philip Zinkernagel will be substituted for Keenan Davis. Do you think Keenan Davis? Do you think you said Davis should have? Somebody said Davis should have been put on earlier. Do you think he should have been put on right at the start, or is it better late than never?
I think it's right to have him on now. I mean, Zinkernagel's not really done a lot, so yeah, I'm glad Keenan Davis has come on. I hope it makes a difference now.
Cody Drama to Isaac Davis. Davis crosses to Jordan Hugill. Hugill passes to Winsell. Cleared out by Spence. It looked as just before Alfie Doughty could get a look in, and a throw-in has been given to Cardiff City, who still lead Forest by a goal to nil as we are coming up to 10 seconds before the hour mark. Steve Morrison has got to be happy with how his side is doing. Little bit of round of applause. He's not really showing emotion, but quietly proud, I think. As Cardiff now go for another attempt at goal. That was looked like Davis wanted to get to it, but dealt with really well by Forest. As now it's with McKenna. McKenna passes to Cook. Steve Cook now back to Jed Spence. Jed Spence passes back towards Cook, and Cook now finds McKenna once again. Now with Lewis Graben. Lewis Graben now with the ball for Forest. Graben crosses and finds Spence once more, and it's now been picked up by Cook, but saved, but to pass back towards Samba. Samba now towards McKenna. McKenna now with the ball for Forest. What can he do? He finds, I think that might have been Garner, but Keenan Davis now within distance of the ball, tries to get it off Sean Morrison, but nothing doing. As it's out of play once more for a throw-in. But some most touches by Graben inside the goal area. Do you think he should have? Do you think he should have taken more from outside?
I mean, to be honest, he's not really had that many touches, and that probably explains why we're 1-0 down. I mean, we're still going to create anything, and I'm just hoping we can create something now that Davis is on.
60, just coming up to 62 minutes. Still Cardiff 1, Forest 0. It's now Isaac Davis who passes back now toward who passed towards. I think that might have he passed. I think towards Drama. Now it's with Doyle. Doyle now, but intercepted by a McKenna, and the ball goes out for a throw to Cardiff. I think it will be Isaac Davis to take the throw. No, in fact, it won't be. It's I think it's going to be Code. I think it's going to be Cody Drama. Yes, indeed, it is. Cody Drama aims and throws towards Hugh Gill. Now, but Forest have quickly picked that one up, and it's now with Jed Spence. Jed Spence now for Forest, and passes to Yates. Yates to Johnson. Brennan Johnson with the ball for Forest, but Cardiff doing well to clear their to clear their area, and it's now back with Isaac Davis. Isaac Davis intercepted by Jack Colback, and straight back towards Samba in goal. But Cardiff quick to pick that ball back up again. They're really good at taking advantage of poor decisions by Forest, but have yet to convert those into more goals. Alfie Doughty for Cardiff. Doughty dancing around Spence and passes to Ryan Winsell. Ryan Winsell crosses up the wing to Drama, but Forest intercept. Now it's back with Cardiff again, and Davis, but it's now gone to Doyle. Now straight back to Drama for Cardiff. Drama tries to get round Colback, fails to do so as the Forest number 8 picks the ball. Although I think it looked like Drama was trying to pull his shirt off, but his advances were nothing, as Forest still managed to hold on to the ball. They've been doing so for the past minute and a half. Not for long, though, as Joe Rawls now has the ball for Cardiff City. He passes to Jordan Hugill. Hugill tries to go for goal, but aims at the wrong angle. As Luke said, Cardiff's lack of more goals has been down to them wasting that opportunity. That could change, and bounces off from Rawls, and Davis takes advantage. It's 2 for Cardiff. Straight away, the young man who came off on the bench, an academy player when he was a child, and straight in there with his second goal after only about 5 minutes on the pitch. The players are crowding around him and hugging him. He really deserved that from his teammates.
I'm utterly speechless. I mean, what? Just stand there. Just stand there and just let them just knock it in. I mean, who's alive to the situation? Who is actually going to the ball when after that hits the post? It's woeful defending, woeful decision making. I mean, who went out to the ball when it went out wide? Who went to the ball when it came back off the post? I mean, they just want to lose this game.
First league goal for Isaac Davis. I think he really deserved that, because he because he was just completely unmarked when nobody was there. Just took it when he did. You got you've got to give credit to Isaac Davis for being there when he was, haven't you?
Yeah, credit to Isaac Davis, but I mean, this is painful.
Colback now with the ball for Forest. Cardiff 2-0 up. Cardiff now 2-0 up. And the way things are going for them, as I mentioned at the start of the second half, if they win, they will extend their advantage over the playoffs from 3 points to 6. As Ryan Yates appears to have gotten into a foul with Joe Rawls. He's clearly aerated at what this was all about. He's now having a word with the referee as Jack Colback makes way for Xander Silva. Do you think Silva will make an impression?
I mean, he's not got that much difference to make because nobody's really made an impression on this game for Forest. I mean, Cardiff have been the better side by an absolute country mile.
That might change after this free kick, which will be taken by Garner. No, it won't, as Cardiff have cleared it away, and it's now back with the Bluebirds once more. Although I think the ball almost went straight into Steve Cooper's face. Either that or it was just the angle I was looking at. Anyway, here's Jed Spence with the ball for Forest. Passes to Graben, and it's now with Cook. Cook passes to James Garner. Garner straight towards McKenna. Now it's with Brannon Johnson. I think that must have been, or was it Davis? Now it's Graben, and out goes the ball for a throw. Again, very poor by Nottingham Forest as Cardiff now make a substitution, and it is going to be the first goal scorer. Jordan Hugill gets a round of applause from the home fans. That wonderful goal within the 6th minute just took advantage when nobody else was there, and the round of applause he gets from the home fans, very well deserved, as he makes way for James Collins. James Collins, a long-time player at Luton Town, and he oversaw their promotion from League Two all the way to the Championship. So he's got bags of experience. But Jordan Hugill, if he carries on playing the way he has, he will be remembered at Cardiff City for a long time to come, despite being on loan from Norwich. As Forest are given a throw-in. Steve Cooper looks on. He needs to make sure he needs to turn whatever tactics he's come up with into something that will work. As Jed Spence tries to find someone upfield, but the ball has gone out for a throw. Nottingham Forest have had 27 second half goals, just one behind QPR, and about 8 behind Fulham. So whatever's going on, Forest need to change this. As Davis tried to find something, but was quickly dealt with by Sean Morrison, the Cardiff captain, and Joe Worrell currently out with a rib injury. So that is why he is unable to start. With Joe Worrell not being able to play, do you think that's resulting? Do you think that's another reason why Forest are performing so badly?
Joe Worrell probably would have got to the second one, probably if he was in the back three into the first one. But I mean, he's not going to change anything going forward.
Keenan Davis now for Nottingham Forest. Davis tries to go around the defence, but was halted by Morrison. And it's now with McKenna straight towards Johnson and picked up by Jed Spence, but over the crossbar, well over the crossbar. And for what I can actually see, it's actually now raining heavily at the Cardiff City Stadium. So expect one or two people to slip up, and I think Davis slipped up possibly as a result of the foul by Morrison, but also slipped up on the grass there because it's wet. And I'm just looking now at the referee, David Webb. He looks like he is almost completely soaked as Smithies gets ready to clear the ball out of the goal, which he does. 72 and a half minutes in, Cardiff City 2, Nottingham Forest 0. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with myself, Nicholas Jones, and Luke Turton. And you can also hear us on the Commentary Hub too, JDAC Football, JB Sports, Storm FM and Twitch, as Drama deals with a throw-in very well, but Forest are quick to pick that one back up. Now with Mark McGuinness, the man who is the Republic of Ireland international, straight now to Joe Rawls. Joe Rawls now with the ball for Cardiff, and he's found Isaac Davis. Can he make it two? No, it wasn't. It was the other substitute, James Collins. So Rawls was on the attack, but Collins aimed far too high. But do you agree with me on that one?
Good ball in from Rawls, and I mean, James Collins just got underneath the ball instead of trying to get some power on it. I mean, to be honest, I can see this ending 3 or 4 to Cardiff. I mean, they're playing brilliantly, and Forest just aren't.
Yet again, another proof of Cardiff's brilliant performance so far. Looked like Alfie Doughty picked up the ball, but was just deflected by a Forest defender, and it's now out for a throw, and it will be taken by Doughty. Doughty signalling one or two of his teammates forward to try and take the ball. He's looking for the best possible angle to throw to. He finds Rawls, who passes back to Doughty. Doughty passes again to Rawls. Rawls crosses into the goal area, cleared up, but headed away by, I think that was Cook. And now an attempt at goal by somebody at Cardiff. Could not see who it was. I think that might have been Doughty, but whoever it was just missed. How do you see that? How do you call that one, Luke?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Just over a quarter of an hour left until the full-time whistle. Cardiff still lead Forest by 2-0, and it's now with Doughty, who passes to Smithies, clears it out, was aiming for Collins, but couldn't. But Collins just about missed it, and it's now with Max Lowe. Lowe passes to Garner, who passes back towards Lowe. Garner again. Garner passes to McKenna, who finds Cook. Cook now again towards Jed Spence, and now back to Cook. Cook passes towards McKenna again. Now it's with Garner. Garner passes back towards Cook. They're looking to find the best way to bring down the gap as Spence tries to cross into Davis, but defended very well by Cardiff. Now it's Spence again to Graben. Graben tries to find somebody, but so the ball just goes over the line. Just goes over the line for a goal kick. I mean that was very poor play by Lewis Graben, and Steve Cooper, understandably not happy, as are also the travelling Forest supporters. Not much for them to write home about in today's game, as Doughty picks up the ball for Cardiff, and out it goes for presumably a goal kick. Luke, just talk me through your opinion of what just happened throughout the past couple of minutes.
Well, I mean, again, sloppy play from Forest. Graben didn't look to where Johnson was actually standing. I mean, Johnson didn't make the run. Graben played the pass thinking he'd made the run. And ultimately, that's just what's been going on for the whole game. We're struggling to create anything clear cut. And that's probably down to one Cardiff being brilliant defensively today, and us just not having the understanding there at the minute.
Graben to Spence now for Forest. Spence tries to hold on to the ball but fails to do so thanks to Rawls. A cross upfield by Doughty, but straight to Samba. Davis looked like he was going to take this one off him. Isaac Davis, that is. As James Garner now has the ball, but it was passed towards Johnson. Now back to Garner. Now Johnson once more. Straight now towards Steve Cook. Steve Cook passes up the wing to McKenna. To Cook, now back to McKenna. Garner, sorry, now back to McKenna. Now it's Cook once more. And straight to Jed Spence. Jed Spence now. He finds Keenan Davis. Davis! But deflected very well by Smithies, and it's actually offside. And I beg your pardon, it was actually Xander Silva. Xander Silva, he was just in a very poor position as Steve Cook makes way for Carfu. Xander Silva's performance, once again, a very sloppy performance by Forest. How do you sum that attempt up, Luke?
Well, it was just a ball over the top that wasn't matched by an on-timed run. I mean, anything that could go wrong for Forest today has gone wrong for Forest today. And it's probably mounted up by the change with Cafu coming on for Steve Cook.
Certainly might well have been, and it's now Keenan Davis for Forest, who passes towards he passes towards McKenna. Now it's straight towards Xander Silva. And it's now with Cody Drama for Cardiff City. 10 minutes to go until full time. So Drama with the ball for Cardiff, and it looks as though he was. That was a really long wedge shot. No way was that going to go. No way was that going to go in the nets. Would you agree?
There's absolutely no telling in this game, Nicholas. There really isn't.
One of the annoying things about being a commentator is that you just can't tell whether something's going to go in or not. Anyway, Ryan Yates had the ball briefly, but not for much longer. As it's now Brennan Johnson now with the ball for Nottingham Forest, and out it goes for for a goal kick, and in that time, we'd like to ask, and in that time, we'd like to ask you who your man of the match is and why.
Oh dear, I mean, I haven't really been thinking. Probably Hugo, for the amount of time he was on for. He created chaos.
Right, so congratulations to Jordan Hugill for congratulations to Jordan Hugill to be our man of the man of the match, as Smithies kicks the ball out and gets ready to find somebody at Cardiff, but it's all in vain, as Ryan Yates picks up the ball for Nottingham Forest, and Isaac Davis appears to have picked up a knock. And Isaac Davis appears to have picked up a knock to his face. I can't imagine what it was actually been for. And Cardiff's longest current run without a clean sheet in all top 4 divisions, 24, just 4 points, just 4 ahead of Watford. So it looks as though they might be turning their fortunes around with this win, and at home as well. And the referee has given a yellow card to I think that might have been I think that was Winsell, but I couldn't tell. Yes, indeed, it was Ryan Winsell, his 4th this season. Luke, do you think you might know what might have caused Isaac Davis to hold his face?
No, I mean, he could have taken a knock from one of our defenders as he was going through. I mean, if there's a bit of physicality there, it might have been when Ryan Yates went for the ball.
Talking of Ryan Yates, he's just briefly been pushed down by James Collins, and now the ball is with I think it was Samba. Now it's gone to Jed Spence and Ryan Yates. Yates now with the ball for Forest. Now it's gone to Xander Silva. Xander Silva now finds Davis. So it's gone back to Xander Silva. Xander Silva, can he pull something back for Forest? No. That was a pretty good attempt on goal by Xander Silva. Certainly better than what he showed earlier. But is it too little, too late for Forest now?
Xander Silva just doesn't seem to have the finishing product. That was a good run, but the end product just was not there. And if answering your question, is it a little bit too late? Yeah, I think from the minute the second goal went in, that was a little bit too late.
Less than 5.5 minutes left now at the Cardiff City Stadium, and Lewis Graben has gone down. I couldn't see what caused it. It looked like an altercation with Will Vaux. Couldn't see exactly what it was all about. Although I forgot to, although I didn't pick it up, it looks like Vaux has come on as a substitute. But Vaux's challenge on Graben, what do you make of it?
Very aggressive. I mean, again, he's gone straight through Graben, and I'm surprised it's not a booking. But again, I can't really comment too much on Cardiff's approach because they're just being on it a hell of a lot more than Forest.
Physio now having a look at Lewis Graben's leg. The referee coming over to see as well. It looks like a free kick. Well, it looks like a free kick's going might result in that. We'll let you know. In the meantime, in the meantime, next weekend on the Commentary Hub, it's FA Cup weekends, and starting on Friday, we have Mike Harneman covering Manchester United against Middlesbrough. On Saturday, it'll be myself and Mike with Kidderminster Harriers against West Ham United, and Tottenham against Brighton with JB and Luke. And on the Sunday, it'll be Liverpool against Cardiff with Russ Vernon, and Nottingham Forest against Leicester with Trevor Sports and Chris Whiteman. So do join us. For all those. We appear to be having and Lewis Graben. He's not in as good a shape as it is. He's being dragged off. It looks like he's going to be dragged off.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh dear, indeed.
That might make us a little bit more busier in the transfer window tomorrow for deadline day. Oh God.
Yeah.
That does not look good. That looks like a knee injury. He doesn't like to he can't put weight for his foot.
Yeah, it certainly does. Apologies for me being quiet just momentarily. I've been having a bit of I've been having a couple of technical problems, but they appear to be all right. As Graben is being dragged off with, as Luke said, a possible knee injury. Who will replace him? It looks as though no one has come on as a substitute for the captain. But
that'll be probably Nicholas, because we've made 3 subs already. We've put Zande, Silva, Cafu, and Keenan Davis on. So we're seeing out this end of the game with 10 men.
A poor afternoon for Forest has only just got worse, it seems, as we now approach the final 90 or so seconds of the game. As we approach full time, it's still Cardiff 2, Forest 0. You're listening to the Commentary Hub with Nicholas Jones and Luke Turton, as Ryan Yates now has the ball for Forest. Forest, I think what they just got to do now is just limit the damage, but I don't think they'll even be able to do that in the next minute or so, as the clock ticks down towards full time. Even if there are a few extra minutes added on, it still won't be enough. As Jed Spence now picks up the ball for the Reds, and it's now with Steve Cook. No, sorry, Yates. Ryan Yates with the ball for Forest, and Yates passes to Scott McKenna. McKenna now towards. I think that might have been Lowe. Yes, indeed, it was Lowe. Now Xander Silva, but a throw into Forest to be taken by Lowe. And now it's with McKenna. Lowe once more. Lowe crosses the ball up the field. He tries to find Keenan Davis, but nothing comes of it, though, and it's been taken by Alex Smithies. The rain is still falling at the Cardiff City Stadium, so expect everyone to be very wet, as we now have 6 minutes added on in this game. Almost picked up by James Collins, but defended very well by Nottingham Forest, and it's now with Max Lowe straight towards. Now it's with McKenna. Back to Ryan Yates. Ryan Yates now with the ball. And it's now with Isaac Davis. Isaac Davis straight towards Tommy Doyle, but Doyle just couldn't quite get to it, or either it was, or I think it might have actually been offside. I couldn't quite tell what was what. But Doyle quickly stopped in his tracks. What do you think happened? We appear to have lost Luke momentarily, but he will be back, I'm sure. We'll let you know when he is. As Cardiff still are still doing very well, so as a hold on to their 2-0 lead. Anyway, we've just got we've just got Luke back. So could you talk us through could you talk us through what happened just now in front of goal?
Sadly, I wasn't actually in the room because I just popped out to the toilet, so I missed a bit of the play.
Yeah, well, you're all right, but yeah, we'll let you off with that one. As now it's we are now into the second minute of the 6 added on. Obviously, because of what's happened to Lewis Grabban, there are more minutes added on than what usually is. As Cody Drama now has the ball for Cardiff City, but pushed down by Keenan Davis. And that looked very rough. That looked very rough to me. He just seemed to push him down as Sean Morrison comes over to have a quick word with him, and Jordan Hugill, 3 shots and 1 goal, 2 on target, and 8 touches in the opposition box. I think that justifies why he got our man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services. A free kick given to Cardiff, and it's now Isaac Davis, but quickly picked up by Bryce Samba. Was Davis's touch too soft?
I was surprised that didn't go in, to be fair, with the afternoon that Forest have been having.
Yeah, it certainly was, and we're now just well into the 93rd minute now, as it's McKenna towards I think that might have been low, and it's now with Xander Silva with the ball for Forest, and Cody Drama. Cody Drama, he's been very good for Cardiff throughout this game as well. So if I was to pick him as man of the match, he'd come a very close second to the likes of Hugill and Davis. But a corner given to Forest, taken very well. But Forest have pulled one back, and it's Keenan Davis. Davis has pulled one back for Forest.
Now, I'm going to do my most neutral kind of reaction to that goal. Yay! It was a good goal from Keenan Davis.
Just a slight touch at the head. I'm surprised I didn't fully recognise it. It's his second goal for Nottingham Forest, and both in the last 2 games.
Get up.
So it's reduced the deficit, but will Forest be able to level with only about 2 minutes left? I don't think they will.
We don't deserve to. To be quite honest, if we do an unthinkable again, then I don't know. It's not good for the Forest mental health. Let's put it that way.
Forest second in the goal scored in the 90th plus minute. Very unenviable task. Second only to Coventry City, who have 7. Forest have 6. But time is well and truly running out for the Reds to grab an equaliser. Isaac Davis had the ball and it looked like he might have been going towards goal, but the young man has certainly made quite the impression at Cardiff City. Steve Morrison should be very happy with how his men have gone. As Jed Spence throws the ball in, it's gone to James Garner. It's now straight to Bryce Samba. And it's now gone towards. I think that might have been low. We're into the 96th minute now. It's actually Carfu, and out for a throw. It goes again. The rain continues to fall in South. The rain continues to fall in South Wales. Cardiff just want this game to end now. They know they've got it. They know they've got it in the bag. Cody Drama with the throw-in for Cardiff, and it's now straight to James Collins. But as it goes for another throw-in, I don't think I can take any more of these throw-ins. As there it goes. The game has finished. Cardiff have won it. That's a real boost to their chances of surviving the championship. They've extended their clearance of 3 points to 6. But for Nottingham Forest, that is well and truly a backward step for them, because they were aiming to go for the playoffs should they win, but it wasn't to be for them. Final score at the Cardiff City Stadium: Cardiff City 0, Nottingham Forest 0. And Luke, that was a real poor performance for Nottingham Forest all round, but Cardiff City deserved winners.
They were. I mean, that was I'll start with Cardiff first. That was a brilliant performance. They matched it up well. Their scouting before the game was, from what I could see, bang on. They looked at our weakness and just penetrated it. I mean, I'm not quite sure what was going on within the Forest camp then, but to me, that was a missed opportunity, and one that Forest will most likely regret if we do not get into the playoffs at the end of the season, because that was poor. You can't just stand there and let players score goals against you, whether it's in any level of football. You have to at least make an attempt to get the ball, even if you think it's offside, because you play to the whistle. And in my opinion, Cardiff just got that really, really, really well equipped on there. They deserved the win, and we deserve all we got in that game, which was nothing.
So a well-deserved win for Cardiff City. A backward step for Nottingham Forest, now eighth in the championship. Thank you very much for joining us for our alternative commentary on this crucial championship match for both sides. Don't forget, it is FA Cup weekend next time on the Commentary Hub, starting with Manchester United against Middlesbrough on Friday with Mike Harneman. On Saturday, it'll be Kidderminster Harriers against West Ham with myself and Mike. Tottenham against Brighton with JB Stossard and Luke Turton. Sunday, we'll have Liverpool against Cardiff City with Russ Vernon, and Nottingham Forest against Leicester City with Trevor Sports and Chris Whiteman. That's all from us. Have a great week wherever you are, and we shall see you next time for FA Cup weekend. Do not miss it. Bye-bye for now.